What's up, my Super Saiyan Blues? AJ here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you become Super Saiyan Blue and powerful just like me. And remember what I always tell you. Be kind to one another. Peace out, and I love you. What's up, my Super Saiyan Blues? How are y'all doing today? AJ here with another Dragon Ball Daima episode and this time is episode 16, titled Degasu or folks, I've got to tell you, all 15 episodes leading up to this has been amazing. I'm ready for the 16th episode. Let's go ahead and get into it. The show opens with the aftermath of the fight between the gang, King Kadon and his squad, and the Gren Marie, or the G's. After that, the gang is all discussing what to do next between rescuing Dende and going and get the third and final Dragon Ball. Still discussing. Switches to Gomah's palace. Degasu comes into the room that Dende is in and kidnaps him. Dende starts crying. Degasu freaks out, trying to get Dende to stop crying. We go back to the gang this time. The gang then decides that they are going to fly towards the castle, and once they get to the castle, they'll split up. Somehow, we don't know who or when yet, but we know they're going to split up. When they finally get up there, they get to the castle gates, and the gate is closed. And Vegeta says, well, why don't we just knock it down? At that time, the G-Force commander, remember the Gren Mirror is going to be called the G's, so the G-Force leader yells to Vegeta, whoa, like, hey, you gone too far, what do you think you're going to do? They jump down, ready to fight, and they basically do Ginyu Force type movements and stuff. They're basically, okay, look, I've got to explain it like this. They're basically the Ginyu Force, but Red Ribbon Army. Like, they're not as strong as the Ginyu Force. They're like stupid and dumb like the Red Ribbon Army, but they do the posing like the Ginyu Force. So they're like a irrelevant type force, I guess. Vegeta tells the leader of G-Force to shut it. Goku Piccolo tell Vegeta to do what he does. Vegeta walks towards the G-Force. Okay, here's the thing. Now, the next part, they go 3 guys, and then the last guy is the captain. Okay, so the first 3 guys, Vegeta beats pretty quickly. Okay, the captain comes out, and he's like, hey, I'm bigger and badder. We're going to head and fight. Fighting. Vegeta punches him. He's severely unimpressed. Finally, like I said, the captain attacks Vegeta, but Vegeta dodges. They pick up the fight. The G-Force strangely turns out to be a gag type characters group. They have the G-Force at the end. After Vegeta beats them, they have the G-Force tied up and discussing what to do with them. Vegeta blasts the gate open and they walk through. Goku gets snacks. He gets them from one of the G's, takes their snacks. They see a statue of Gomah and ask who that is. And Gloria says, well, that's Gomah. And they're like, he don't look too threatening, blah, blah, blah. Next scene is the woman who traded Hybis for the hat in the castle looking for Degasu. Switch to the gang at the door, and they discuss splitting up again. Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo go to save Dende. Looks like the others are going for the Dragon Ball. As they part, Pansy follows the fighters. Gloria watches in suspicion. Then it switches to Degasu carrying Dende through a lot of stairs and tunnels. Back to the fighters, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Shin. Goku says he senses Dende nearby. They start running, trying to find him. Pansy is following close behind. Switch to Degasu in the hangar bay. With Dende, Goku sees Degasu and confronts him. Goku demands that he releases Dende. Degasu holds a gun to Dende's head. You gotta remember at this point in time, Dende is a baby. So Degasu is a piece of shit, first of all, for kidnapping a baby. And then second of all, for holding a gun to his head. What the fuck? Okay? Shin speaks up to his brother, tells him to stop. Degasu starts talking about how Shin was blah, 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 and they start talking about the Glens and it's stuff like that. I'm not going to get into it because you can watch the episode and find out. To the throne room, Gomah is watching and sees what Degasu is doing and asks, worried about Degasu leaving him behind. He don't care about any other plot that Degasu may have. He just don't want to be left behind. That's... Back to Degasu. He has our heroes in a corner. All of a sudden you see Hybis's hat come out, hits Degesu. You see that it was Glorio that threw it with Hybis right there by him. Degesu and Dende falls. Pansy makes the diving save on Dende. Piccolo chops Degesu. Degesu is out. They have him tied up after this. To Gomah, he celebrates Degesu getting knocked out. Then he realizes he shouldn't be celebrating. He then panics, not knowing what to do. The girl with Hybis belt walks in and Gomah sees the eye, goes insanely happy. Outside the floating castle, they have Degesu tied up and they're going to do something with him. They don't really show what they do to him. They just have him tied up. They discuss Gomah. Glorio says he shouldn't be underestimated. Jesus. Neva tells them the Tamagami is in the courtyard nearby. They head that way. The gang arrives and sees the Toriyama. Goku says it looks stronger than the others. Pansy notices that the Dragon Ball is gone. The gang is shocked. Gloria looks nervous. The Tamagami replies, the Dragon Ball has gone to the victor. At that point, Dr. Arensu walks in, flanked by Ku and Du. She has the third Dragon Ball, which is actually the first Demon Realm Dragon Ball. Says she has the first Demon Realm Dragon Ball. Ku is holding it. Back to Gomah, trying to get the eye out of the belt. He uses every tool in the book. Screwdriver, spoon, wrench, whatever. He ends up taking a poop, getting a plunger, and plunging the eye out. He then asks the girl to put the eye on his forehead, and she's like, the fuck no, dude, that's gross. So he tells her, hey, I'll give you $100,000 of the money we got. And she's like, bet. So as she places the eye on Gomah's head, Gomah starts screaming and starts to transform. Gomah then turns into a Jiren-esque character where he's big and muscular. The end of the show is right there on the face of the third eye Supreme Demon King Gomah. And folks, episode 17 looks like it's going to be a wild one. My thoughts on this episode is the episode was really good. We get more fighting. We get Dende rescued, everything. So now everything is set up in line. We've got 3 episodes left if it's 20 episodes, 4 if it's 21. Get the final Dragon Ball from Kudu, Dr. Renzu, make the wish, get adults again, and go back home. So what's going to happen? I can't tell you. But I'm going to tell you right now, what we're getting, I enjoy very much. That being said, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember what I always tell you. Be kind to one another. Peace out, and I love y'all.